Good evening. Well, it's evening for me. I can't remember the last time I recorded a video sort of in the dark, and also worn the dressing gown that's featured in a previous videos a long time ago. I think the last one might have been the World Cup video. Anyway, I thought it'd be cosy, nice and cosy dressing gown. Why not? So in today's episode, we're taking on Sporting Lisbon in the Europa League. Let's roll the intro. I'm sure this could be a tough tie because they finished third in the Portuguese top flight, I think 6 seasons in a row. I did check. We've also taken on Bournemouth, away from home, sandwiched in the middle. I'll probably put out a weaker team in that one, unless we absolutely mutilate Sporting Lisbon in Luton. They're flying from Lisbon, I suppose, Lisboa, to Luton for that one, and then we're heading over to Portugal to take them on away from home. Looking forward to it. So since you last left me, we've only played 2 games. 1-0 win against Wolves. We left it late, but we got the winner in the end. They probably were the better team. More possession, a lot more shots, same number of chances, but we got the 3 points. Now this was a frustrating defeat against Man City in the FA Cup 5th round. Probably a blessing in disguise. We don't want to have too much fixture congestion. They had a red card just before the end of the first half, and we really did pummel them. 25 shots to their 7, but we just couldn't really create enough chances. Went to extra time, they got the winner on the break against the run of play, and we pushed forward, we just couldn't do it. We went down to 10 men because Antony got injured, unfortunately, so last 10 minutes there wasn't much chance. 10 on 10, unfortunately. Anyway, today's match then against Sporting Lisbon. This is the lineup I'm going with. Adrian Smith, Henriquez, who I favour over Canadian Rodriguez these days. Rios, Isidoro Rodriguez, Matt Smith, Novak, our new Ukrainian winger, of course, Van den Broek, Agra, who I'm playing ahead of Tarasenko these days, Lens, Navarrete, and Safet Kalechi because Antony is out for up to 4 weeks, which is a blow. A little bit sleepy, maybe this was a bad idea. Sporting Lisbon then, interesting 4-2-3-1 formation. I don't see that very often actually. Up front, 30-year-old Portuguese players, never played for Portugal. Have they got any really good players? Balde behind looks good, but he's also never been. I mean, Portugal always produce really good players, so it is hard to get into the Portuguese team. And the ones that become really good tend to move to other leagues. He's a real life player. So yeah, don't think anyone's been capped. Looking at an Iranian goalkeeper, 120 caps by the age of 28. I don't want to tempt fate, but I think we have the beating of this team if we play to our best. Going with the home tactic. We're at home. Not going to attack him for the time being. I tried to force it too much against Man City at times. We really did give it everything. Unfortunate not to get a result and go through to the quarterfinal of the FA Cup. But like I said, probably a blessing in disguise considering the Europa League campaign. Got a chance here. Long throw from Matt Smith, and it's headed over the bar by Van den Broek. Wow, this isn't the most exciting game ever. We've had 14 shots apparently, but obviously not particularly good chances. But this is a chance for Torsten Lens, his 9th goal of the season. He's been pretty productive in front of goal. Right winger that we signed for a lot of money in the summer. It was a gamble, but overall, I think it's paid off. He's done well. Not exceptionally well, he's done well. Nice finish. Novak on the other side hasn't really done much in a Region Rover shirt yet. Let's hope he can push on in the second half. I've got high hopes from him. He's got all the attributes of a winger. Those 2 injuries may have had an impact on him though, I suppose. Corner. We're good from corner. We've not been as good from corners, but we've managed to score. Isidoro Rodriguez, I was about to say, we're not been as good from corners this season, but Rios tees up Rodriguez and he pokes in for a second goal of the season. I don't think Rios has got nearly as many as he did last year, but he's created that one beautifully. Free kick, Lens to take it, whips it to the back post, and we've won a penalty. Antony, of course, is our penalty taker these days, but he's injured. So it's down to the Austrian Lens to try and get his second of the game. Up he steps, and he sends the keeper the wrong way and claps his hands in celebration. 10th goal of the season for him. There's a chance he could finish top goal scorer if he keeps going. Good penalty. Maybe it was the eyes that did him. Oh, we're picking up quite a few yellow cards in the Europa League. That might be a suspension for Van den Broek for the next game. I feel like he's borderline, but I don't know. All chance for Sporting Lisbon. We've had 22 shots to the 7. We've found Sporting at Lisbon a lot easier than Kilmarnock. Well, we're sailing through to the quarterfinal, and it's only... I've not made any subs. I kind of thought it was still the first half for some reason. That is bizarre. Christian will come on, and we'll throw Mark Ball on for 3 minutes. And just to change at the back, make the changes, waste a bit more time. Not had to do anything tactically. This has been incredibly comfortable. And we're not going to get a fourth at the death. We should be through. No away goals for them. So I've only made one change from the last match because I'm being cocky. Maybe a little bit complacent because 3-0 up against Sporting Lisbon, I can surely put out a slightly weaker team against them and still go through. I'm hoping so anyway. But I want to still focus on the league as much as possible, of course. Europe is always a distraction. But yeah, Bournemouth, they've got some good players. Bosnian international up front, sorry. Lekovic, a Serbian international up front. That's an interesting partnership. Gustavo Galera, an Argentinian. So they've got some quality players in their squad. Christian's come in. He's the player that's come in for Novak, who, like I said, just hasn't impressed me yet. But he's kind of a signing for next year, I think. Hopefully he'll spend this half of the season just developing, getting used to the team, and he'll hit the ground running next season. Hopefully it will happen sooner, but if it doesn't happen this season, it's not the end of the world. Obviously a big investment. The two £30 million signings. Safet Kaleci's done alright, and Novak obviously hasn't done anything yet. There've been mixed results from the signings this season. Let's put it that way. Anthony's been great, and it was an absolute bargain as well. Lekovic is through here. Good save by Adrian Smith. Seemed to dive slightly too late, but got there in the end. We're going with the home tactic away from home today. I've got an injured player taking the corner. Crossed in. Oh, what's happened? Free kick to us. Van den Broek. Agra. Transitioning up the pitch. Oh, delightful ball through to Navarrete. Navarrete, what a last-ditch tackle. He should have got the shot away, but he just didn't have quite enough time in the end. Still fifth in the table, by the way, although we do have a game in hand over Chelsea. There's a chance of fourth here. Chance of Champions League football via the league rather than just the Europa League. Nearly half time. It's been a poor game. Real steps in and wins that and clears it. Not a great clearance, but Agra capitalises, but he gives the ball away, trying to find Safet Kelechi. But Van den Broek steps in, our Belgian wonder kid. Great ball to Navarrete. Navarrete crosses it in. Safet Kelechi 1-0. 9th goal of the season for him. Remember someone commented saying they got annoyed by me always saying how many goals they'd got this season. It's because it says there, and I like to highlight it for you guys. I try not to say every goal, but it's kind of hard not to when it's right in front of your head. Your eyes, not just your head. It's in front of you. 1-0. That's alright. Not a great performance from us, but we're kind of hitting them on the break quite nicely, aren't we? Oh, what have I clicked on? I don't know. Meant to click on tactics, I think. Don't think we really need to change anything tactically. Lens is on a yellow. Going to bring him off for Tasakovic. Say I'm not going to make any changes, then I make a change, but that's me. I just float all over the place when playing this game. Say I'm going to do something or don't do something and I do it, or I don't do it and blah 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 blah. I feel quite low down today. What's going on? I don't know. I think I'm slumping. It's just sort of that lazy evening. I'm warm, but I'm cosy at the same time. As I said in the last episode, being a bit under the weather, felt a bit sensitive. Oh, an injury to Christian. And I like to just stay warm. I'm someone that gets hot all the time. I like a radiator most of the time, but when I've felt a bit under the weather, I do like to stay warm. Novak's going to come on. He might have to play for the rest of the season if Christian's injured. 73 minutes on the clock. Maybe I need to think about wasting a little bit of time here. But Bournemouth in possession. It's lumped long, and Matic is through. And Matic, it's saved by Smith. I'm gonna pull the that's that it just makes you realise you have to pull the defence back slightly, and we will time waste a bit. I think. Turn down the tempo. Go for that. One more sub to make. Although let's wait to see what happens here. That's headed away. Novak heads on. Safet Kelechi is after it. I don't know whether to call him Kelechi or Safet. That's the thing. That's why I'm calling him Safet. There's a lot of players that use both names, isn't there? It's just habit. Mark Ball. I don't really ever say Ball, do I? Say Mark Ball. That's just him. That's his name. I use his full name out of respect. Not that I don't respect all of my players. It's half the time it's because I can't pronounce the first name. Oh, Kelechi, Safet, Novak. Oh, to Sakovic! 2-0, there we go. It's all over. Lovely. I'm surprised he got ahead of the defender, to be honest. Going to throw Mark Ball on. Give him a few more minutes. Give him another appearance. He's running he's charging after the Okoro appearance record. He's had a quiet season, let's be honest, but expected, considering I've signed Anthony and Safet Kalichi. They were always going to have to start. But remember Mark Ball, top goal scorer last year, wasn't he? Scored loads of goals, not just in the Premier League, but he scored more than... He might actually end up with more goals than any of our players do this year. Time will tell. This should be the final whistle, and we will go to Portugal with our tails up after 5 goals in this episode already and 0 conceded. Very happy. It's a bad one, I'm afraid. It's a shame for Christian, it's a shame for us, because he's played well this season and he's almost certainly out for the rest of the season. There's a chance he might make the Europa League final if we play in it. But he's had a fine old season. Good average ratings in majority of competitions. 6.86, okay in the league. 2 goals, 3 assists in the Premier League. 4 goals and 8 assists in all competitions. Continuing to develop, but this injury will be a big setback for him, unfortunately. Well, look at this, guys. Chelsea have just lost. We've gone up into the Champions League places, one ahead of Chelsea with 2 games in hand over the 3 teams above us and Chelsea below us. I don't think we're going to catch Arsenal above us or any of the teams above us. But the signs are good. 1 game in hand over Man City as well, who are 5-6 points behind us. This is excellent. Maybe I need to concentrate on the league rather than the Europa League. So the suspensions for Ray Henriquez and Van den Broek have kind of come at good times, because hopefully we don't need them today. There's a few changes. Christian's of course injured. Anthony's still injured. So the lineup, keeping first choice Adrian Smith in goal. No need to change him. Canadian Rodriguez, Loda, Gale and Matt Smith has to play because Kuz is not registered for the Europa League. Novak, Aloisi, Tarasenko and Tusakovic the midfield, with Safet Kalichi and Mark Ball up front. I know a lot of you love to see him, so let's go. We all love to see Mark Ball play, don't we? Club captain, biggest legend. Something I didn't notice in the last match, Jerry Shriver, our old friend, is now playing for Sporting Lisbon. Left Huddersfield. They sold him for less than they paid the previous season. Were they relegated? Are they in our league now? I can't remember. I don't pay attention. I can't remember these things. Let's calmly say, let's go for that. That's worked. There's no need to be crazy. Let's go for the away tactic and just try and hit them on the break. Surely they're going to attack. Maybe an early chance here. Novak running at the defence, crossing it in. Safet Kalichi almost scores inside 20 seconds. Free kick in a dangerous position here as Tarasenko steps up, headed away. But Novak does well. Loda to Sakovic. Oh, he's driven that in with his weaker right foot as well. He got pretty decent power behind it. Just wondering whether the keeper should have done a bit better with this. Let's have a quick look. I'm not complaining, but I'm just thinking about the goal of the season. He smashed it. Keeper just didn't see it. I think he might have been unsighted. Probably deserves to go on the list. We've not actually scored that many amazing goals this year. Zagovic has scored 2 in a row. Comfortable first half so far. 4-0 up on aggregate, but Sporting with a chance here. And it's all. Was that an incredible save by Adrian Smith? I feel like it was. We've got 2 players down. 1 for us, 1 for Sporting Lisbon. And Canadian Rodriguez is injured. So who's going to play right back? Novak can technically play right back. But then who plays right wing? I suppose Rios can play right back. Let's bring on the Mexican. He's ever reliable, isn't he? He'll do a job. Comfortable first half. Just notice the colour of Sporting Lisbon is very similar to the green. It's hard to actually see the bars. You got the numbers though, so it doesn't really matter. I am a bit sleepy, I must admit. But we have been on fire today, haven't we? Can't complain. We've scored 6 goals without reply so far in today's episode. Maybe I should record more episodes at night. Don't usually have the time, to be honest, which is why I do. I do them early in the morning before starting work, to be honest. Playing out from the back, Lisbon. Have we tried that? Did we try it with Okoro when he was a sweeper keeper? I can't remember. We tried various things early on. We've played 4-4-2 for a few years now. And I don't see any need to change it, really. Oh, another incredible save by Adrian Smith. He really is a solid goalkeeper. What's the point in changing it? We're 4th in the Premier League. We've got 2 opportunities here to qualify for Champions League football for our first season back in Winchester. That would be special. I think the league's our best opportunity now. I'm going to concentrate on the league, try and confirm that 4th place. If we happen to go through to the final of the Europa League, even better. As Aloisi has a chance. Novak almost gets his first goal for the club. It's carnage in the box. And we've got another highlight. Rios to take the throw in. Into Tarasenko, back to Rios. Can we create something here? It's a great ball to Tusakovic. And it's a delightful finish. He's on fire today. And that's his... I can't read. 8th goal of the season. I've done it again, sorry. I did say it for his first one today, though. But yeah, he's had a good campaign. We've really shared the goals around the team this year. It was mainly about the strikers and actually the centre-backs last year. This year, we've really shared it around the midfielders and the strikers in particular. No one's running away with the top goal scorer award, that's for sure. And you may have noticed Serenity's on the bench. I'm gonna throw him on for Andrea Aloisi. Been quiet lately, the German on loan. We've always found that with loan players. Canadian Rodriguez as well this year. Good start to the season. Dropped off. Not the best. It's hard to get... I mean, Morgan Falk's first season was on loan, remember, and he was magnificent. So it's not always been that way. But in recent times, it has been that way. One last change. I'm just going to chuck Navarrete on. But we're going through 5-0 on aggregate, having scored 7 goals today with no reply. Just trying to work it out in my head. Is that right? I don't know. My brain's frazzled. It's really weird. Not done an Ask the Manager yesterday or the last episode or today. I probably will do one again at some... I definitely do one again at some point. Not sure about this season because I'm up to the 3-match episodes now, aren't I? Hopefully you're enjoying them. We're through to the quarter-final of the Europa League for a second season in a row. I don't think there's much else to say. You can see who else has gone through. Benfica, Fenerbahce, Liverpool, Rangers, Napoli, Wolfsburg, Chelsea. So 3 English teams in there. Mark Ball's out for 8 to 11 days. Yeah, he's had a quieter season and he is starting to decline. I think... I mean, look at his pace. It's only gone down to 13. Surplus to requirements. No! Is there a way to make them go on a coaching course or ask them if they can go on a coaching course? I thought there was. It would be nice if we could get him to go on one. But he probably wouldn't retire. He kind of deserves to drop down to the Championship, possibly League One now. I mean, he has dropped off a fair bit looking at that. Lots of money coming in. Oh, what have I clicked on? I don't even know. Rodriguez injured. Canadian Rodriguez is injured. Tusakovic, great display from him. Very impressive. He's fighting Lens for that left wing spot, that's for sure. They've got 18 goals between them this year. All about the left wingers today. Lens with a goal, Tusakovic with 3. Oh, Lens with 2 as well. Wow, brilliant. So, next Europa League match isn't for a while. So, yeah, I've got the Hampshire Senior Cup semi-final to look forward to. We've got Liverpool, Man United, Man City. Oh, those 3 teams in a row. That's make or break, isn't it? 4th place. Of course, Liverpool are actually below us. They're down in 8th. We need to be winning that. And Man City. Man United's the toughest one. But we beat them earlier, didn't we? Yeah, beat them 2-0 comfortably. So we'll see how that goes. But we'll end it there. Thank you for watching. My eyes are starting to go all dizzy. What's wrong with me? I don't know. I think I probably should take the dressing gown off. I'm actually really hot. But until next time, enjoy FM19. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you very soon.